Gavin from and in this video we're going to be looking at multis, rodents, multis, whatever you want to call them, ASFs. We're going to be looking at them today. First of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Boss Rat, and we're also going to take a look at the new Rat HQ, or should I say new and improved Rat HQ. I did a video, I've done videos over the years, but I did a video sometime last year or the year, yeah, it was last year, regarding breeding multis, and that's obviously, for those who are on my Patreon, you would have saw that. But we're going to go and look at the new and improved multi or Rat HQ. Because a lot of you commented, you know, when you saw the actual Rat HQ, then it wasn't insulated, and there was a good reason for that. One, I just moved, and two, it was summer, so it wasn't too bad. However, obviously coming into the winter, I'm not sure if you can see, but now we've got snow on the ground. I made sure I insulated it literally just as the winter hit, so I sort of timed it just right. As you can see, there's insulation on the door. It keeps it at a cozy temperature, but you get other issues along with that, and the temperature, the issue you get with a raised temperature in a rat room is ammonia from the wee and the poo of the rats. So airflow is key. The door is open, it's not the end of the world, they're not going to freeze to death. You know, at night when the temperatures drop, that's when obviously it does need to keep warm. I'm going to show you the new rack that I picked up from Boss Rat. Big shout out to Boss Rat. They actually donated me this rack, which was absolutely, it was mind blowing. And Neil and Sam over there and the team, I can't say enough about them. A lot of people have asked me, you know, about Boss Rat, and all I can say is, for such a company that is sort of been doing the frozen rodents for not too long on a big scale like they have been doing on social media and all that sort of stuff, they've absolutely nailed it. Their customer service, I feel, is fantastic, and they will bend over backwards to try and help you. So with that being said, customer service is key, and the rodents are quality, guys. Many of you out there have already had their rodents, and you really have reached out to me and said that you really rate their rodents and they are quality. They kindly donated a rack, which for me, you know, I don't like having things free. Yeah, I find it hard to accept. But they wouldn't have anything off me, and to be fair, support what supports you, and I support Boss Rat because they're truly genuine people, and they support me, and it's just awesome. You know, we need more good people like that in the community. So if you're not following Boss Rat, whether you can buy products or not, it doesn't matter. Just get over, show them some love, show them some appreciation, get over onto their Instagram and show them, like I said, some love. So we're going to have a look at the new rat rack, or the rodent rat, or the multi rack, let's say, in a bit more detail. So yeah, and we're going to look at the new HQ, Rat HQ. Now, a couple of things I want to touch on this is it's not finished. I'm still waiting on a watering system that's coming over from Jasper over at LP. I will give Mike over at Rattle Snacks a quick shout out, because I know Mike is also doing the watering system. Literally, as I've ordered mine, Mike released his watering system. So if you are in the UK and you do need watering systems or a self-watering system for a rodent rack, then go and check out Rattle Snacks. Speak to Mike, tell him that Gavin sent you, and they have started launching their watering system. So get over and give Mike a follow as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video in question. There's loads of things I want to discuss with you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. It's looking a bit scarce in here. That was my breeding column over there. And it's looking a bit scarce because I have tapered back on my multi-production. However, I am going to start increasing it because the hatchling season is going to be here pretty soon. And I need to prepare for that, because hopefully this season I'm going to have an increase in clutches than last season, and I want to be able to make sure I can feed everything that I hatch, which Believe it or not, guys, you'll be surprised how many people think about breeding snakes, but they don't think about feeding them once they hatch. It's something that they do very quickly forget. Now, as you can see, I have insulated all the way around in the rat HQ, and I've also put some lights up. Lights are important because when you're in here on an evening, you want to be able to see what you're doing. A couple of things. It's a real makeshift setup at the moment. The only thing that's definitely in place is my new rack from Boss Rat. That's in place, and that's going to stop there, and these are going to be my breeders. Over here and this rack here, so over here, as you can see, they've got the flat top. This is the flat top rack, as I'll call it. That's going to be for my grow-ups, as in the ones I pull out of the breeding colony are going to go into those tubs, which will be hoppers moving up into probably about 40 gram range multis. And then over here, as you can see, with the high tops, as I'll call them, the high top rack, then they're going to be separated into less, because probably in here you'll probably be able to hold around about sort of 20 to 30, no, probably 30 to 40 hoppers going into 40 grams. And then obviously as they get bigger, you want to reduce them down, so I'd tend to put probably 15 to 20 in these high top ones, and then obviously they'll grow up to whatever size I require. So the watering system at the moment, I am using a 9-litre tub. I hear you ask, why am I only using a 9-litre tub? Well, that's simple. What can happen on watering systems or self-watering systems is that the nipples stick open due to debris and you get a flood. And it's always typical on my floods when I get a flood, and it's devastating regardless, but it always happens on the breeding colony that's got the most babies, and it's horrendous, guys, and I'm not going to lie, it really does get to me every time it happens. But it happens, and unfortunately there's not much we can really do to prevent it, because if they accidentally stick a nipple open, then you will get a flood. Now you imagine if you've got 25 litres of water and a nipple sticks open, so at the top part there, not only is that tub going to flood, but that tub and that tub and that tub, and then it's all going to end up on the floor. So you can imagine the devastation of 25 litres of water would cause. Even though the watering systems are designed for you to top up your water and not worry about them, you do worry about them, and it's that constant battle between, do I use bottles or do I use a watering system? I find the watering system just takes the edge. Okay, it just takes that edge. With that being said, like I said, I use a 9-litre tub. And I don't always fill it to the top as well, guys. I just kind of fill it just so I know there's enough. I normally come in here once a day, if not once every other day, to top up food and do my checks. This is how the new Rat HQ is going to work and how it's going to perform. And again, for those who don't know, I've said it before, I feed on Arkwright chicken complete working dog food. I also use peanuts, and I will use various bits and pieces like 50-50 bread that's left over. I'll bring it up and I'll give it, they love it. Carrots, anything that you've got to think that these animals do require a varied diet, and I do like to give them various stuff. The one thing I don't give them is meat. I find that they don't really take to chicken and ham and stuff like that. That's what I find. I'm not saying it doesn't, I'm just saying that's what I do. They will smash like seeded bread, 50-50 wholemeal white bread, they love it, and they do love the odd sausage roll. With that being said, like I said, these animals are from Africa. They are African soft-furred rats. Okay, the protein level in this rat is double of your normal domestic rat. That I can tell you is fact. That I can also tell you because a 50-gram multi will feed an adult female very nicely, no issues whatsoever. So don't worry about how much you know, should I give my snake 2 Maltese instead of 1 big rat? These species of snake or ball pythons are designed for eating smaller rodents compared to other species of pythons, hence why the ball python is probably a small to medium size python, and you eat it, you burn, you know, they're all sort of like big constrictors. So bear that in mind. And again, they won't smash big prey items. Not well. Some will, some won't. Majority of them won't take anything that's too big. Some will, like I said, and some won't. But anyway, I find a 50-gram multi really does work. One a week for an adult female is more than enough. If you want to give it something slightly bigger, like an ex-breeder, which can get up to 120 grams, then please feel free to do so. But remember, these rodents are rich in their source of protein and fat content, so you may feed your snake a 50-gram rodent or above, as in, let's say, an ex-breeder, which is 120, let's say 120 grams, but be prepared that it may not eat the next week, so you need to bear that in mind. So this is what it is at the moment. Like I said, it's going to get set up. I'm growing up some babies down here, courtesy of Boss Rat again, and here's Uzi. Hello, mate. I'm growing up some rodents over there to go into the breeding rack, and I'm just setting up some new containers. I'm just cleaning doing a clean out, and this is how I do it. As you can see, I had some, it's called meadow hay. I had meadow hay as a little nesting area just to help with them, just to feel a bit more safer and secure. And you know, I'll give them a good sawdust. It's actually wood shavings. Again, you can do it however you want, guys. It's entirely up to you, but that's how I do it. That's how I set them up. Obviously, the top will go on, and it gives them something to do. Okay, it gives them, you know, they love to build nests. Gives them somewhere warm, safe and secure to give birth to their babies. So that's how I set them up moving forward. I will get in and do another video once this is kind of finished. This is kind of the start, if you like. I've got to put my extractor fan in, which I'll go over as well regarding airflow. Like I said, airflow is key to every living animal, really. And I'm also going to go over the breeding side of things, but I just thought I'd share this because I've had a lot of questions. A lot of people reach out to me and say, Gav, how do you do rodents? This is basically the start. Let's say this isn't the end product, but this is the start. Like I said, I wound it back because obviously the hatching season had finished, and now it's time to start ramping it back up again. So this is the makeshift for now. I'm going to crack on and do some cleaning because it is multi-Monday, and we're going to smash this out and get it all done. But guys, before you get off, I just want to say a couple of things. Thanks again for all your support. If you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and also smashing that notification bell, because a lot of people have messaging me saying, Gav, we're missing your videos. That's because you haven't hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And for now, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. I hope all your families are doing well. But take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming.